Hey guys, how the frig's it going? And welcome to Commenting on Comments, where I comment on your comments if they're worth commenting on. And if I don't comment on your comments, because I don't have a comment to comment on them. Anyway, let's roll that Commenting on Comments intro. So before the intro, do you think I said comment too much? Probably, eh? Anyway, let's get on with our first comment. First comment here is from Super Fifth Gear, and he says, instead of getting new tires, get Steelies and tires. That'll fix all your problems. Didn't a pulley on the Trans Am seize last year when you tried starting it? I can't remember now. Okay, for the first part of that, yes, I am planning on getting Steelies and tires because I'm sick and tired of these aluminum rims. But what I might do is get the aluminum rims reskinned. This is what I was thinking about doing. I found a package on Kijiji. It's 4 winter tires on 4 Steelies, 16-inch to boot, which means cheaper replacement tires, which is pretty fucked. But anyway, for some reason, the lower the profile, the more expensive the tire. They use less rubber, probably. I don't know. But, yeah, so I was thinking about doing that, getting the 16-inch winters and rocking those on the car on some Steelies, and then in the summer, getting some good summer tires for the GT rims and going from there. Now, as for your second part, where you're asking about the Trans Am, it was actually the smog pump that seized. The air pump that pumps air into the catalytic converter to make it a cleaner burn. And it's pretty weird because that pump only runs while the system's in a closed loop. Once it goes to an open loop, while it's in an open loop. When it goes to a closed loop, usually the air pump doesn't work anymore. But I think on those model cars, they run all the time, pumping fresh air into the catalytic converter. And basically, it's supposed to make it burn more, like less NOx gas or some shit. It's all pollution control. I'd delete the air pump, but then the MTO would be on my case, because I know one of you arseholes on the internet would rat me out. And I don't mean the people who like watching my videos, I mean the trolls who watch it waiting for me to fuck up so they can call the cops. GMAG1969 says, if the shop puts bead sealant on your rims, you should be okay. That is normally what it is. Yeah, when I had those tires put on, all I remember watching the guy do was soap and water. So, like he put this like he had this like fucking stick with a guy on the end like a sponge, and he dunked it into some water and he wet the rim and then he wet the tire, and then they put the tire on, then he hooks up to the machine, bead blasts it with air, which basically makes that pump sound, and then it fits, and then he pumped it up to 40 psi and we're good to go. So you're probably right, they probably need to use something else besides water and soap. Not Slim One says, are you still vooping? Pinocchio have a mahogany cock, bud? Why I'm Smarter Than You says, $7 a beer, an establishment should be offering lap dances with those prices. Yeah, but that's the problem, is when you're on a boat and the only bar is the one on the boat because the bars on shore are not available, kinda gotta roll with the punches. Griff Fungin says, I seriously doubt that changing your spark plugs and air filter will improve your fuel economy by any noticeable amount. Okay, keep in mind the spark plugs that are in the car right now are the original 2005 spark plugs. So it might do a little something, probably not a lot, because like it's still a V6 3.5 liter non-VVT. So like the fuel economy I'm getting in the summer is right, it's when winter hits and she goes up to like fucking 20 liters per 100. That's when issues are kind of harsh. Daddy Tech Entertainment says, hey, I'm 45 and I have a pair of 12s and a 4500 watt of boom in mind, so what are you trying to say with that? Lol. Maybe you still like the bass. I'm kind of over it. I don't need that boom anymore. Shit's gotten old. Kawasaki KX8093 says, man, great vids. If you have the funds, I would go Alpine all the way. If you can, I would go Alpine 6x9 speakers. Well, I'd probably go Alpine too because, like I said, North Bay is kind of a shithole. We don't have very many options for stereo equipment. You have Alpine, Pioneer, the crap they sell at Walmart, like Jensen, and the crap they sell over at Canadian Tire, which is like Pyle, P-Y-L-E, not P-I-L-E. So you're kind of limited, and Alpine is probably the best off-the-shelf shit I can get for my car. So I'd probably go that route. Matthew Sweeker says, sorry for screwing up your name, bud. And when you do the hubs, there's nothing to reset. I have done many. As long as you pull the ABS sensor, as long as you plug the ABS sensor back, you'll be fine. Okay, well, I was told just disconnect the battery before you start disconnecting any wires. And when you hook up the new ABS sensor, you should be okay. So That's good to know. And like worst case scenario, I know a guy who has a computer that can actually reset the ABS. So worst case scenario, I take the car to him and he does the work. Just like reset the sensor. And I was told that the sensors, if I get an ABS light, all that's going to happen is traction control and ABS won't work until I get it reset. So that's not a big deal. J Murray01 says, oh my god, those chips were incinerated. Yup. I'd have handed them back and complained for sure. Nothing like what we have here in Scotland. Here the chips are golden and the fish is grease-free, at least if the chef is worth his salary. Yeah, those were probably the most disgusting frickin' fish and chips I ever had in my life, and I was thoroughly depressed with the, thoroughly disappointed, not depressed, but disappointed with the quality of the food on that cruise. The guy who paid for everything wanted a barbecue. He literally wanted like roast beef and like potatoes and like vegetables and shit. And they just left-winged us with this fish and chips, and he was pissed. And I don't blame him because he paid a lot of money for that shit. J Murray again says, oh well, that'll be closure. He's talking about the David's Farms convicted as a pedophile. Even though he was convicted a while back, he goes this November 12th for trial, but or November 17th, something like that. That'll be closure for sure for a lot of ex-fans, I'm sure. In the last couple of years I've grown indifferent to him, to be honest, so this doesn't make me happy nor sad. It's just a matter of fact. I wonder what will happen to the farm now. I doubt Dave would sell it, but then again, what use would he have for it? It isn't like anyone's going to go there even when he gets out of prison. Well, honestly, after Bloke quit going to the farm, like I was already quit. I quit in 2010. Bloke quit in probably, what, 2012 maybe? I'm probably wrong on that. Maybe, I don't know, whenever that nonsense went down when he got busted by the cops and thrown in prison for the weekend, Bloke quit because he can't be involved with that kind of shit. He's got a family, right? So he can't be involved with that. And Rick was kicked off the farm too. Once Bloke and Rick quit, it seemed like the farm kind of died, and then Dave wasn't making videos anymore, and the only people who ever went out there after that were friends of Dave's, who were probably into the same shit that he is. I don't mean pedophilia, I mean, you know, getting naked and walking around with your friggin' Johnny Long John out, you know what I'm saying? So, that's literally, that farm became a nudist camp, a little nudist hangout for him and his nudie buddies. And would he sell it? Probably not, because he makes pretty good money off the crops fields. He rents that shit out and makes bank every year off of it. And one thing about Dave is he's a hoarder of money. He loves money. He doesn't like to spend it, but fuck does he like collecting it. Radio Redline 88 says, what happened to the new caravan idea? Well, that idea went south about the same time that I told Pug to go fuck himself. Because originally the idea for the caravan was I'd have a way to, like, let's say I were to go out to Pug's house for the weekend and I didn't want to sleep in his stinky shop or in his stinky house. Because, man, it fucking reeks in there like something fierce. Like, you remember the video he put up when they had the air quality tester guy in there, and he was like, my house is, air quality is like a bong rip. I shit you not, it's fucking bang on. He's right. It's like a bong rip. It reeks in there like mold, mildew, and death. When I was there last, I had to keep going outside for fresh air because I felt like I was getting monoxide poisoning. It was brutal. It was a bad time. So the whole idea behind the caravan was then I could bring my mini bike down, ride my mini bike around the track or whatever. If we went for a romp in the trails, he was riding the redneck lawn chair, I'd drive my mini bike. You know, we could have a good time, and I could sleep in my van, put a mattress back there. But now that that's out of the way, and I don't plan on really, like, when I go to Bloke's, I don't bother bringing my mini bikes. He got rid of his mini bikes. Well, he didn't get rid of them. He moved them over to Rickham's shop. But he doesn't use his because he only bought it basically to use at Pugs and to take to the track when he goes with the boys drag racing in Grand Bend. Other than that, he doesn't use them. So I have no reason to travel with my mini bikes, so I have no reason to carry anything big. Fuck it. I don't need a caravan. But you never know. You never know. Luke Shaw asks, was there ever a Thug 1 sticker on your door? No. There was never a One Pug Life sticker on my door. I was given one a while back, and I don't know where it went. I probably threw it in the garbage, but no, there was there was never a sticker on my door for One Pug Life. Solo Tan says, first you should change your tires, then do the alignment. It's also better to change your tires in pair. See, I was told the other way around. I was told, okay, if your fucking tires are shredding because of alignment, get it done on the shitty tires. And then when you're done that, then go get your new tires. I was always told that way, so you're probably right. I don't know, but I was always told to do it the other way around. But anyway, people, that's all we got for commenting on comments this time around. Stay tuned for more, and if you want your comment to get commented on, all you have to do is leave a comment, and if I think it's commentable, I will comment on it in a video. So until next time, guys, peace the frig out.